Hi, welcome to the CCBC Library. This is Terry Gallagher, and I'm going to give you some research instruction on looking for criminal justice resources in the CCBC Library, especially virtually. So I know in the past one of your assignments has been the criminal justice system of a foreign country. So I figured we would explore that subject today if you're doing research. So here we go. I am available through chat, email at terry.gallagher@ccbc.edu, or you can call the library number when we're virtual. When we're physical, just come on in and see us for one-on-one instruction anytime. I always include this picture because I was at Buckingham Palace and it was interesting to me to see um, the justice system or the security system there outside the palace. So, where do we start? As far as criminal justice resources, we have some ready-made in some colleges they call them LibGuides, but we have some ready-made resources for you, and let me show you how to get there. This is how you get to the library. You go to Campus Life, scroll down through the menu, choose Library, and here we are. And as you can see, here's the chat down in the corner. Right now I have it away, which even if you sent a question, it would go into my email, but I have it away because I'm speaking with you right now. So under the library, here is the area that you're going to use most often. So where we want to go right now, as I said, we have an area that's a launch pad for criminal justice discipline students. So here we go. And these are pools of information. We want to get you away from just Googling and going out and getting information off of .coms that are websites that actually are driven by money, and look for accurate information. So these resources have been compiled by past professors. Carolyn Kupperman was a past criminal justice professor that I worked with closely, and past librarians. And the pools of information are a way to get you started instead of just Googling to look at places where there is very credible information. So as you see, biology and chemistry are at the top. And again, these are like LibGuides. There's a section on citation and reference, depending on what your professor's requiring. And we're going to go down through, as I said, alphabetically to criminal justice. Just passed her up. So I also have handouts that are available for some specific assignments. So just get in touch with me if you need them. We do have print journals. Criminal justice and nursing are the two that we still keep hard copy journals in the library. So remember that. And we buy some specific databases for the criminal justice department. So we have ProQuest criminal justice periodicals. Those are online in the databases, which I'll show you. LexisNexis, and then there are some other general help databases that I can recommend to you. Always reach out. We also have some websites here for you to connect to, and As I said, I was covering this particular assignment today, so if you don't get everything off the video, there are connections here too. And I will post the video that can be watched anytime here. So that's where you can find course-specific resources. Just scroll down and see if there's something that can be a foundation to your starting your research and assignments. Okay, there's really a lot out there for you. Okay, so we're going to go back to the PowerPoint. And usually I don't recommend web resources, but for criminal justice, there are some great ones out there. And if you were doing the Bureau of Justice is just great with statistics. If you're doing the prison assignment, there's just a lot out there. So that is a place if you're using websites, you want to go to the .govs or .edus, and that's where you'll find with the Bureau of Justice, you'll find the World Factbook of Criminal Justice Systems. So you can actually find your country and go into the ASCII file and look and get some of the information that you'll need for this particular assignment, or if you're doing, Ireland or Spain, or as you see here, Mexico, you can go in and get some really good, credible information. The other place you can look to is if you go to CIA.gov and you look for the World Factbook there. There's 255 countries. You can go into the countries and look at their government, their judicial system, their security and terrorism, and get some facts there too, terrorism information. And the other thing that you can do there is the World Factbook's changed a lot, so it's a little more quick information. There used to be a little bit more information in past years on the actual, police and the local court systems. So if you so choose, you can download in their archives one of the more recent 3 or 4 years ago fact books and look at your country in that. It will be a large file, but that's another place where there's great information. So the last place is a really big area that I want you to know about. If you've taken comp classes or literature classes, you know about the databases. If you haven't, this is another place where we're really strong for criminal justice. So let me show you. This is where you can get information, all kinds of cutting edge, highly credible information in the databases about your subject. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. I'm just going to start anew so it kind of gets you back to finding the library, because it's not really just a straight shot. So Campus Life, the library, and now we're going to go into the area called Research Tools. Okay. So here is the library catalog. So we do have a pretty extensive collection for criminal justice and legal, the areas of law. So you can use this to look at the books we have and the books that are shared by all the county libraries, and also the law library. Your CCBC Beaver County card also gets you into the law library at the courthouse. So remember that. You can go down though and go to the research databases. And this, I always say, is just like magic, because there's so many highly credible journals and just high-end resources and information out there for you, that this is where I would tell you when you have assignments to start. And there's a general video tutorial on how to use the databases. This is more specific to you. So with your starting, you can go down through, excuse me one second. You can go down, I'm sorry, you can go down through the databases. And I always tell people it's like shopping. So you're looking for these pools of credible information that connect to what you're researching. And of course, we're researching criminal justice in foreign governments or foreign countries. So EBSCO is definitely going to be a place that you'll look. But before I go on, I'm going to go down a little further. LexisNexis has current events. It's Nexus Uni is the particular database through LexisNexis that we have. Use this one when you're looking for Supreme Court cases or any legal cases. It will do the history of the cases. It's really very helpful if you're taking a law course or business law, or again, current events or company information. But the place that I wanted to stop with you is ProQuest. So you're going to connect to ProQuest. And this is the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. But we've also purchased a whole cooperative of criminal justice journals here. So it's all geared toward what you're studying. Oops. So when you go into the databases, if you are on school property using our connections or at school computers at the college, you can just put your first name dot last name and your password that you use for Blackboard or you use for your email. And then that is how you will enter EBSCO or ProQuest or any of those databases that were listed there. Now, for us today, we are looking for foreign country criminal justice systems. So when I look at the databases here, there's a coronavirus research database, which is new, of course, for the last year. There's the criminal justice databases. This is where all that wonderful journals geared just for you, scholars in criminal justice or people working in criminal justice. So what I would do is, you don't want to get too much information, and we want to just select that. The New York Times, unless you're looking for a, okay, there we go. So I removed all the selections because it automatically comes up with 5. And then I want to select criminal justice databases and just use that for this particular assignment. And you'll have to judge by what you're researching if you want to get something from the newspapers. Sometimes your professors will require something that's from a scholarly journal and you want to stay in this area. So we want full text. And if you want scholarly, you're going to hit peer reviewed. Now, say that you've already picked Liechtenstein for your criminal justice research. So you can do the search. And you can do advanced searches too. But this is something that comes up for a lot of the countries. It's a country profile, crime and punishment in Liechtenstein. So that would be really helpful to see some of the background information. So that's why I was showing you that one. And then there are all kinds of other scholarly journal articles about various criminal justice issues in Liechtenstein. What you also might want to do is do your date slide. If you're in nursing or IT, you keep it for 3 to 5 years, 5 years. But with you, you could probably do the 10 years out. And then you can always narrow it. So I'm just going to update. That was 10 years. And let's see. The other thing you may want to just look at is come down to this subject area on Liechtenstein and see if there's anything here that that you may want to examine, and put that onto your subject search. So that real quickly is how you can look at criminal justice databases, and you can look for anything: white collar crime, trafficking, human trafficking. There are so many subjects you can look up and get that good quality journal academic information. Okay, so what we're going to all do is we're going to go to another place where there we're at CCBC EDU, and I'm just like tapping this into your mind: campus life and the library. So you always want to start here with your research. Okay, and then again, research tools. There we are with the books and the link to search for them, and back to the databases. Now, EBSCO is a whole collection of databases, some specialty and some that are more multi-use or multidisciplinary. So you just hit on that. And since I'm signed into ProQuest, I'll automatically go into the other databases. So you choose the EBSCO host web, I'm sorry. And then here, I always say EBSCO is like a mall, the Mall of America, the Mall of Information. And then these are all stores beneath EBSCO that you can choose. And they have descriptions. So just as you wouldn't go, to the U-Haul shop at the mall to get Aunt Annie's pretzels, you pick which one connects to your criminal justice subjects. For example, here, Academic Search Elite and Master File Premier are multidisciplinary. So you might find something about Liechtenstein and criminal law. The other thing, the other place you want to choose is the military and government area, because this is a really cool database that has, as you can see, almost 300 journals that will have information for you on some criminal justice issues. So keep that in mind too, that that is a great place for you to do some searches. Okay, and let's go back to our PowerPoint. And I did want to tell you one more place for this, and I can do more extensive EBSCO searching, advanced searching with you, show you how to get your citations there, show you how to email searches. I can do all that with you individually if you haven't had past instruction. I just don't want to be repetitive for those of you who have. So the other place I would recommend going is there's a place with your library card for the particular foreign criminal justice system that you can use. So with that, you go, instead of to CCBC, our cards are, as you know, good at all the Beaver libraries and the law libraries. So you can go to the beaverlibraries.org. And you can grab the card catalog from here too. But with your resources, you can go down to Power Library. So your library card entitles you to a whole new section of databases. You use your library card number here instead of your username and password. And I did want to mention, if you ever have problems with your username and password, sometimes your email and your Blackboard are working, but maybe your EBSCO access isn't working. You can get a reset at IT by just calling the department, or let me know if it's ever off times and I can give you generic access so we can keep you going when you're doing your searches. So here you have an Academic One file, which is it's just put out by another company. So this opens your your selection and adds to what we have in our academic choice databases. So you can do searches here. And another place I wanted to show you is there are topic collections. I love this. They're called Gale Topic Collections. And if you look here, there's also information for those studying law enforcement, homeland security. Isn't this awesome? So all you have to do here is put in your library card number, and then that will be open to you. And then so if I put in my number, submit, and you can look for your topic of your criminal justice topic and do a search there. And I have one more place. If we go back to the Beaver Libraries again, sorry, just Beaver Libraries. And you can see there are other collections there, from culinary arts to nursing. Okay, diversity, there's a diversity collection. So the other place I wanted to show you was, and this has a kids component, but it also has a very helpful component for this particular foreign countries assignment. So again, I'm going to put in my card number, please. Use yours though. Okay, and you can do searches here. So if it's a library reference center, so it's sort of an expanded encyclopedic type. Liechtenstein. Let's see. So we do it here. And you can look for articles, images, videos, and there is usually a country breakdown of the form of government, this legislative house, and you can just explore in here and make sure that you get some information. Now, there is usually a whole section, depending on the country. Oh, here you go. Table of contents. Let's see what we have for Liechtenstein. History, geography, introduction. Let's see, research tools and materials. We want to go back here. Oh, you can find primary sources, websites that relate to Liechtenstein. And then you can also select different levels of difficulty in the reading. But in the history, most countries, they will also include a section on actually the criminal justice system. So here's where you do the various reading levels. So just make sure you explore this too, because I've had some success there. So I've given you so many areas to look for things. And again, speak with me and I can guide you personally on whatever you're doing. Okay. And remember, get your library card. When we're virtual, you can just contact me. We talked about Gale topic collections, and remember the .govs and .edus, and there's good luck in a lot of different languages. So, and we also have Mango, which is free. When I took you down through all of the various EBSCO or all the various database offerings, you can also use Mango. So if you're planning on traveling with your criminal justice degree and doing foreign service, you can start practicing now. It's something that you do on your own. So, well, thanks for listening to me. I just hope that I gave you some things to think about when you're researching. We want you to get credible information, and hopefully that gets you started. Have a good one.